the earlier, the better. And if one can do both, have life cover and medical cover, then I think that would be great as well. The challenge, however, is always affordability. And I think if one looks at it, one always has to say, okay, what need do I really need to satisfy first? Because they also satisfy different needs. If one looks at medical aid, for example, it's something might happen. You might get ill or you might be involved in an accident, then you want medical cover, in and out of hospital. I think the great thing with medical aid, if you can't afford it, you do have a bit of a backup in that you can go to a state hospital, but I'm going to leave the state hospital right there and there. Actually, many of us would prefer rather to have some sort of medical aid cover and have a great experience. On the life insurance side, again, it's something that's definitely going to happen to you. I think at that point in time, if you don't have sick leave or your sick leave is exhausted and you're going to lose an income and this thing is costly, then you want life insurance. As I said, it's something that's going to happen to you. For example, we're all going to die. The answer is on a scale of 1 to 10 is 10. We just don't know when. But when those things do happen, then you would like the life insurance in place. And I think the big difference between if you look at life insurance and medical aid, for example, as I said, with medical aid, there's a backup, but with life insurance, there's no backup. The only backup is selling of assets and that sort of thing. Okay, let's look at death. And I think the important thing with regards to death is preparation is crucial. And part of that preparation is I have a will in place. I think that's important. And that will is regularly reviewed and that the will is stored in a safe place and that whoever my beneficiaries or whoever looks after my estate, for example, everyone has access to that will. Because it is stored in a safe place. I think it's important to have life cover in place, for example, and the life cover is there specifically to cover your debt. It is there to sort out your estate duty, your death tax, for example. And if you want to leave anything for your family, your wife or your kids, etc., it's also an opportunity to leave behind a bit of a legacy using the life cover in place. The challenge, however, is if you are cognitively impaired, then you will need the services of a curator bonus. And a curator bonus is a legal representative that's appointed by a court to manage the finances on behalf of that person that is cognitively impaired. I think the important thing with regards to that to note, curator bonus is costly. Curator bonus takes time. And you can only set it up after the event and that sort of thing. I think the important thing from a Sanlam perspective, you've got access to the Sanlam Protector Umbrella Trust, which allows you to open up and to make this available, on any of the living benefits that you do have. You can set it up before the events. I think an important point over there to check your financial planner, specifically with regards to how do I ensure that I can manage all my finances if I am cognitively impaired and I cannot make decisions myself, and so forth. Your severe illness could be very costly. And we know the cost, for example, for cancer treatment. We know the cost for cabbage and cardiac procedures that needs to get done, for example. Then a severe illness benefit is a great benefit to have. And I think the important thing over there is affordability is always a challenge. From a Sanlam perspective, there are different benefits that we have in place. You can have a cancer-only benefit. You can have a cardio-only benefit. You can have a core benefit that covers cancer, heart attack, cabbage, and stroke. You also have a comprehensive benefit which covers the most important stuff like your cancer, heart attack, stroke, and cabbage, for example, but a host of other things as well, or other conditions as well. So you've got the two options there. Make sure you've got temporary cover in place in case you're losing your income because you cannot work for a period of time, and where it's very, very costly, make sure that you have that severe illness benefits in place from that perspective to help with those big costs, to make sure that you keep your life's plans and your life's journey completely on track. So I think the important thing with regards to me to say with this as well, it's important, speak to your financial planner. As I said, the earlier the better. And as the saying goes, in most cases, it is never too late.